Well, hey everybody, didn't see you there. It's time for a random run, and I'm very excited to have a random run as Kane. Dare I say, getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I'm excited because that last run was so good that the streak has returned. I think it has. You know, we're at something like 14 out of 15 wins. If conservatively, that might be a little bit too high. Probably shouldn't have taken that Spirit Heart right off the bat, but it's so early that our mistakes are not necessarily that essential. But anyway, yeah, we've won a lot in recent memory, and I'm starting to think that this is just never going to end. But of course, we know that one day I have to return to my standard way of playing Isaac, which is to just be really bad, right? I was hoping that would be the secret room. It was not. Our pill, just in case this is bombs or key, I'm going to use one key to open the golden chest first. I'm very glad I did that. And then we'll pop it. And it's a Tears upgrade, so that's, you know, the best of all worlds there. We may actually be able to go to the shop, and we still haven't been to the item room on this floor, but we've still gotten a Tears upgrade already, so that's pretty amazing. Let's see what our boss holds for us first, though. Alright, it's going to be kind of an asshole-ish version of Duke of Flies. That's okay, though. We're going to be able to do almost all of his health, or at least half of it there, with that bomb that I used. Thankfully, I've received enough bombs that I felt a-okay using some there. Yeah, the last run that we had was maybe the best mix in my entire Isaac pseudo career, whatever you want to call this bullshit hobby slash job that I now do. Maybe the best mix of strategy, I should say, I guess, instead to actually act like I know how to speak English. Best mix of strategy, tactics, and theory that I think I've ever done in the Binding of Isaac. So I'm very happy that that last run ended up, you know, rewarding us with a win. I think we deserved the shit out of it. I certainly, you know, was diligent and, I don't know, I'm trying to think of the word. It's like attacking something, but in an not an objective, but a productive way. I've forgotten. Diligent works fine. So I'm glad that that's worked out. Peeper's Eye is totally fine as a Kane upgrade, I think, provided that, maybe I'm wrong, actually. I was gonna say, provided that the Tears upgrade that we get from Peeper's Eye, or the damage upgrade that we get from Peeper's Eye, comes out of the eye that we don't have the eye patch on, but it appears that that is not the case. So maybe it's worthless, except it's a, you know, weird kind of pseudo-familiar type thing. But we've got it nonetheless, so might as well deal with it, I suppose. And we did get Mr. Boom as well. How wonderful. What's neat, actually, about this run, and I mean, I guess I will roll with Mr. Boom, huh? I'm gonna put Mr. Boom down here, and we'll check for a secret room. Didn't think that was going to work out. The secret room's just, it's too volatile right now. But what's neat about getting that golden key is that I actually can go to the shop, and there's nothing viable in here. That being said, I'm glad we got it regardless. I'm glad we went here regardless. I'm going to buy a key. Hopefully we'll be able to use Mr. Boom to find a secret room on the next floor. If not, hopefully still we'll be able to go to the shop. I'd say that's been a pretty good first floor for us. HP upgrade in particular with meat. Peeper's Eye is okay. Tears upgrade, and a spacebar item to replace our non-existent spacebar item. So I would say it worked out totally fine. Why don't you come down here, and I'm going to try to get you, if possible, to explode in a way. No, not supposed to. Oh, I accidentally blew him up there with Peeper's Eye, maybe, and found the secret room. That was a total accident. Because we have so many bombs, I kind of just want to blow this up. Like, we don't have so many bombs, but we have Mr. Boom, which allowed that to happen. And I'm going to try to use our last bomb, actually, to see if maybe this is the item room over here and save ourselves some keys. That totally worked out, and we got Sister Maggie. I'm not sure if that's good, because we have 0 bombs, but we do have Mr. Boom, which should work very regularly for us. And we're definitely going to be able to go to our shop. That's the second dime we've had drop already, which is just crazy. Dime drops, of course, my favorite YouTube channel. There's another key. There could be an arcade on this floor. I would hazard to guess that there's probably not, but there could be one. And you know what? Getting Sister Maggie is actually a fairly decent upgrade in terms of our DPS for now. We'll check out our shop, but first things first, I do want to explore over here, see if maybe we got lucky enough to come across an arcade. There goes half a Spirit Heart. My bad. We might be able to find like a second secret room if I'm able to finagle this one a little bit more. You don't want to... this way. Oh, thanks, Peeper's Eye. Big help there. And there, holy shit, is an arcade on this floor. Why is that awesome? Because now I can go to that boss trap room. And, yeah, this is, oh my god, and the money. Kane, look who we've got our canes on now. This is going really well. We're going to stay at 1 red heart because I don't want to accidentally, you know, get myself killed, but I do want to play that blood bank and possibly snag the HP plus speed upgrade. There's a little bit of money in there. If anything has ever been coming up Millhouse, it's coming up Millhouse now. Inside of our shop, we get the map. Free ticket to the secret room on floors that we desire. 4 keys means we're going to the shop on the next floor, too. We could buy a bomb. I don't think it's necessary for now. Let's check out our mob trap room. Hopefully it's not a shitty item, but if it's a shitty item, at least it takes a shitty item away from a boss room. So I'll probably go take it, even if it's like a cat of nine tails or worse. But it's an HP upgrade, which is really good, obviously. This is, a lot of people are going to be indignant, shall we say. They'll say, Northernlion, you always get the best luck. You're not wrong. Except for the fact that on the last run, I worked my ass off. Consider this the summer vacation that I deserved after, you know, going to school for 10 months in that last Isaac episode. Just a brief vacation. Maybe it's just a long weekend, really. And it's not even, like, close to being determined whether or not we're going to win this run. It's just been a very good start. And that's awesome. But we have a long way ahead of us here. Doubling our health already as Cain, as well as getting all these damage upgrades and, you know, decent items to go along with it is obviously nice. Let's fight our boss first here, and we'll see if maybe we can gamble a lot more on the blood bank and hopefully come out with a win. Obviously, fighting Skull-X is pretty awesome. Ooh! Hey, it worked. Okay, so we at least got half of Skull-X's health down with Mr. Boom. Truth be told, Mr. Boom's not the worst spacebar item in the game. It's pretty not great, but it'll do. And another HP upgrade followed by a deal with the devil is basically ideal here. Yeah, we'll take the ability to fly. We always do. But I don't think too many people get too angry about this item showing up all the time because it's... the ability to fly just shows up all the time regardless, whether or not I take a Spirit of the Night, so... and it's not even really that overpowered. In some ways, I almost feel like the ability to fly is just kind of like the accepted mode of transportation in Isaac. That's like how you get around in the late game. When you're dead, you take a hearse. When you're in Necropolis, you take the hover ability. That's not really sensical. I apologize for that. There's not a whole lot of health remaining for us on this floor. There is some. We got another dime there, which is just crazy. I'm actually very wary about what I just did there. I shouldn't be playing the slot machine because if there is a fly, it could kill me. It's unlikely, but it could happen. And we can buy this down here. Now, the real question is how low do I want to go here? I don't think I want to go much lower. I want to go down to 1.5 hearts. Why not 1? Because then a champion could kill us in 1 hit. So we're going to go down to 1.5. So we can survive 2 hits no matter what. And, sure, that worked out fine. Now, this is where we begin our gambling procedure. Need bombs, need hearts, need keys for the remainder of the run, and there comes our HP upgrade. And now we will probably leave, because otherwise I find this kind of tedious. Alright. So, HP is back up there. This is crazy good luck so far. No question about it. Luck got me going so crazy right now. Now, this is an XL floor. It means 1 less shop. And on the course of the run, but also on the caves in general, or specifically, I guess I should say. And it does also mean that we can have greed on this caves floor, if you will, because the XL floor counts as an odd number. Dad's key is pretty bad, so we're just going to ignore that because we don't have a reroll anyway. But yes, it means we could quite conceivably run into greed on this floor, and that's fine, you know, no big deal. If we end up having to fight greed, so be it. Maybe we can get a Steam sale. We won't have a chance to reroll it, but even if we don't, it shouldn't be too hard to fight him. It's well worth the risk, at least, especially when we have 39 cents already. And our damage is doing pretty well. I'm still trying to get myself out of that... Oh, that was bad damage. Still trying to get myself out of that mindset where I have to, like, worry about reroll and order and stuff like that. Not necessary here. I can just tank through every room as quickly as I want to. Hopefully, snag some good stuff along the way. There could be another arcade on this floor. Doesn't necessarily have to be guaranteed to pay out with a blood bag, because we haven't had an IV bag yet, but the first blood bank paid out with the blood bag. And that's, oh my god, the sheer number of nickels and dimes. It makes you think, man, and I know that I may seem like I'm being perhaps a bit conspiracy theory-ish. Without Nun's Habit, I prefer Mr. Boom to the Yum Heart. But if we get Nun's Habit, or... No, just specifically if we get Nun's Habit, then I'll probably come back for this, because we can't re-roll it anyway. But a lot of people have been tweeting me their screenshots, too, and what can I say? This crazy theory is starting to look like it makes a little bit of sense to me, that maybe the drop rate in the Binding of Isaac has changed, as some kind of weird-ass ARG for Rebirth. Now, I know that sounds ridiculous, especially since I'm playing in Spider mod. Maybe Spider's trying to drop some hints, right? Maybe Spider's out there saying, hey, check it out, this is pretty funky. I'm gonna give you some hints. Rebirth's gonna be 15 cents when it comes out. Maybe that's why all the dimes and nickels are dropping. That's probably not gonna happen. 15 cents would be remarkable for consumers, but a terrible devaluation of the hard work of the people at Nicalis, and Edmund himself, of course. And Florian. Not to discount Florian's involvement. Anyway, I just can't say Florian without thinking of, one, Starbound, and then secondly, the German, you know, founders of basically electronic music, Kraftwerk. I guess it would be Kraftwerk. Anyway, why would I even pose for that? I'm not German. I don't speak German. I don't have any particular experience with the German culture. I don't even know where I'm going with this one. I'm just kind of at a loss for other threads of commentary to grasp on as I finish out this room. And sure, we got Child's Heart. More red heart drops, maybe more blood banks will show up, and I'll be able to make good use of that. Not like we were low on red hearts to begin with, but so be it. We have another shop. We have another item room. We have 2 boss rooms remaining. Maybe an arcade, maybe a library. Who the F knows, right? Should probably be using Mr. Boom more often. I just don't really know where to use it effectively. We're already tearing through rooms relatively easily, even though we're not super overpowered. I missed like 6 shots in a row there, which was not very nice. Like, I could drop a Mr. Boom in here, but what if there's a tinted rock on the next room? Would that even help me to drop a Mr. Boom in here? I'd probably take more damage trying to dodge into them. There is an arcade. Okay, so this is where... and there's a shop, so we're going to actually see if there's a nun's habit in the shop before we go to the arcade. Because it basically means a guaranteed payout. Doesn't necessarily mean a guaranteed blood bag, but a guaranteed payout from the blood bank. Seriously? Like, you saw it. There's another dime there. Alright. So we will make absolutely perfect use of our... There's another nickel! Absolutely perfect use of our Mr. Boom there. We're not going to go to the arcade just yet. We're going to do a little bit more exploration first. Because I want to maybe finish off the floor before we worry about how much we're going to gamble, how much of our health we're going to gamble. That way we know what bosses we're dealing with and, you know, etc., etc. How much health will be remaining for us to gamble, how much money we can stand to gain. What I will say is that if money equals power shows up, good lord. We're technically on the 3rd floor of the game. We have 66 cents, and I already bought the map. This is crazy. The amount of red heart drops is... I mean, I'm not going to say it's too damn high. It's quite nice. And this is why we didn't gamble as well. We had Brother Bobby in addition to Sister Maggie. But we have that Demon Judgment. That will take precedence over the Blood Bank. In a perfect world, I would do Blood Bank before Demon Judgment. Because if it paid out, or when it paid out, it would pay out with the Blood Bag, which would take us back to full health, which would allow us to then gamble on Demon Judgment. That being said, we may only, quite realistically, get the opportunity to deal with one. I would rather deal with Demon Judgment and use all of our remaining red hearts there. Hopefully make something better happen. We're Kane! That means pills are good. We got another Tears upgrade. That must have been a bad pill, because now it's a good one. Or maybe the earlier Tears upgrade we got was a bad one. I still like, I mean, Child's Heart in this situation? I don't know. We'll see. What are we up against? Gertie! She had a big Gertie, so I called her Big Gertie. We're gonna crush these nubs here like Gary Vaynerchuk. And this is the version of Hurdy-Gurdy that doesn't summon any attacks. Solely summons enemies. Very awkward way of phrasing that I apologize for. That being said, no reason to use Mr. Boom here. It's an automatic boss fight as long as I just show up, basically. Keeper's Eye doing work. See what item we get. Still a Grandfather Fly left. Cat of Nine Tails. It's garbage. We'll pick it up. Let's head downwards. And we're going to be fighting little Pestilence here. I'm okay with that. Get a cube of meat, an orbital that provides us with some defense, and hopefully a deal with the devil. Although, truth be told, it might be best if we don't give up any health on a deal with the devil, because then that would put us in a position, and yes, I know, maybe I should use Mr. Boom, but if you're going to get mad at me about not using Mr. Boom, you should do it on a fight where I take damage. I haven't taken damage. I don't really want to tempt fate. We got Spirit Heart, which is actually nice. No deal with the devil, and I have to finish my train of thought on that. It's actually okay, because now we have the opportunity to gamble as many red hearts away as we possibly want, if that makes sense. So we've got a lot of opportunity here for red heart amazingness, especially considering we have 66 cents that we can use to gamble away on the arcade. Ooh, Lemon mishap. Lemon mishap! That's a surprise. Well, at least we've taken it out of the item pool. Didn't really expect to see, deal with the Devil Demon Judgment paying out with Lemon Mishap. Perhaps that's my mistake. We're going to gamble a little bit on this Fortune Teller, because the Fortune Teller will not pay out with bad things for us. That's very tempting. We'll use that Joker card later. What was I hoping to get out of this Fortune Teller? Kane's Eye, we'll probably stick with Burnt Penny. Because I was hoping for a penny trinket, and we got one. Why a penny trinket? Because we're going to be playing Blood Banks. Might as well get some reward. Truth be told, the Bloody Penny is probably the best. Counterfeit Penny would be fine. Sun card. We're probably going to take the Sun card with us. Mom's Pearl is a great trinket, but Burnt Penny's better for now. But there are better pennies. Flat Penny would be better, I think. We don't know what that tarot card is yet. Man, okay, this is a wild situation here. We're gonna play it once more, and we got a whole kind of to-do happening here. Justice, okay, well, okay, be careful. Joker card, no. Justice, yes. Pop the Justice card. Get the money, the key. Get this, more bombs. No, that's fine. We're gonna stay away from that hornet's nest over there for a second. It's a hornet's nest because of the, it should be obvious, but because of the tick. And we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. There's no boss trap room to benefit from here, unfortunately. What do we have up here? The Sun card. Tempting to use it to get it out of the way, but it's not a good idea. It's a much better idea to just keep our cool here. More Spirit Hearts, always amazing as well. We've actually gained a lot of money over the course of this whole shebang here. Maggie's Faith, great trinket. Is Mom's Pearl better or worse than Maggie's Faith? That's actually a question that I can't believe I haven't really thought of until now. It's an important question that could end up making a difference. More keys? Sure. Not really worried about those tarot cards for now. Bloody Penny. I desperately want to get it. I just don't know how. Because it's right next, and Cancer's a great trinket as well. We basically have our pick of the best trinkets in the game. I can't risk getting the tick. I could get Mom's Purse later, but that's a risk I'm not willing to take. Justifiably so, I think. Alright, now that we've blown up the Fortune Teller here, we're going to put a bomb down there and just separate these things a little bit. So now we can pick up this again, the Joker card. We can't get out without picking up the tick, though, so we're going to put another bomb down, like right there. Alright, so we'll pick this up. And I do want to get to Bloody Penny here, and the tick's reasonably far away. Eve's Birdfoot. Maggie's Faith. Give it a second. Child's Heart. Bloody Penny, alright. Bloody Penny and the Joker is actually the combination we want. So we need to win some red hearts, theoretically, to make this work. Or win some money. That'll do. And there we go. We can start our trip now. I realize, by the way, that Yum Heart is still, yes, available on this level. I just don't want to leave and come back to get it because it's kind of tedious, isn't it? And I can't believe that somehow we've still made money on the process here. It's kind of hilarious, isn't it? And there's still a blood bank remaining. Pay out, pay out. Hey, that's pretty good. And we could get an IV bag. Oh my god. We continue to make money just because the drop rate of nickels and dimes is crazy town. Come, my lady, come, my lady. You're inflation causing baby. Now. Oh, yeah, that's good. And we're up to 85 cents. That's good, I guess, theoretically. Let's gamble some of it away. Eventually, we're going to get a payout here. And this has been a crazy good arcade for us so far. Like, I can't deny. I know we're taking it slow here, but it's important to do your due diligence in a situation like this. On this shop, we've gained like 15 completely unnecessary cents. 10 bombs, now like 12, roughly. Any trinket of our choice, effectively. For better and for worse. 5 keys. And then, obviously, we still have the chance at snagging either a blood bank, or sorry, a blood bag, or a guarantee that future blood banks will exclusively pay out with blood bags. Both of which are fine. You know, I pretty much expect to get 1 IV bag per run, under normal conditions at least. We're gonna hit 99 cents, which it blows my mind considering how early into the game we are. And it's about to happen, presumably. And there it is right there. There's 99 cents. Much to my surprise. One day, we'll also get this blood bank to pay out with something. Something a little bit more meaty. Alright, there's another completely unnecessary nickel. Alright, we're making health again. I have to reiterate that if this is annoying you, trust me, I get it, it's annoying me too. But there's just absolutely no reason for me not to do this. I still want Bloody Penny. I was just checking to see if maybe there was a tarot card over here that was more viable, more valuable, if you will. But there's not really, truth be told. The Joker card is what we want, and then we want to get the Sun card on our way back from the Devil Room. No red hearts there? I just had to check to make sure I had Bloody Penny again. Sincerely, if you're having problems in Isaac winning the game, I really think that exploiting the shit out of these arcades is something you should look into. It's worked out very nicely for us. Even if we get nothing else, we've generated a lot of interesting prospects for us here. And good lord, if we had a D20, the things I would be up to right now. Really? Come on, you don't want to do this. There's another blood bank on this floor too. That's the funny part. Come on. Okay, I mean, more keys are fine. As long as you're not paying out with Fly Love, I'm content to sit here for basically forever. How's your day, guys? Mine's been pretty good. This is like the 3rd Binding of Isaac episode, and the 5th video? No, it's like the 4th video I recorded today, but I count the FTL videos as 2 because I break them into 2 parts and they're long as hell. But yeah, and on the 2 Isaac videos so far, they've been wins. One of them very comfortable. One of them had to work for. And the FTL video, it's not a spoiler because it will have been up long before this video went up. I made it to the very last phase of the Rebel flagship with a ship I'd only used once before and on easy mode, and this was on normal mode in the video. So it's been a good day for my focus, I have to say. I really am just fucking baffled. I am baffled that we have not had a payout on this room from this blood bank specifically. Isn't that crazy? We've got another blood bank to go to on this floor, ideally. I hope at this point that people are still watching and they're having a good time just because of the absurdity of the situation. I'm starting to think that maybe, like, I was going to say that red hearts don't show up from Bloody Penny because it's, like, tapped itself out somehow. Clearly that is not the case. Very clearly that's not the case. And, okay, well, we can keep this song and dance alive as you want, or alive as long as you want, I should say. Really looking forward to when this at least pays out with an IV bag. At this point, that would almost be an escape from this weird limbo that I find myself trapped in. There's another dime. It's like our 5th dime in 3 floors. It's like trying to be a pickup artist in a big apartment building or something like that. Keep it going here. Now blood bag is like, you think I'm not doing work, motherfucker? You're, hey! Okay. Now what do we do? Now we win some more bombs. Then we Joker card out. Deal with the devil. Oh, shit, man. Okay. Guppy's Paw. Real interesting. Here's how I'm going to handle this. Mr. Boom is not even that good. 1 heart for Guppy's Paw is totally fine. 1 heart for the quarter is almost the most laughable trade you can give me at this point. Now, even though I got Guppy's Paw, I'm not going to use it right away. We're going to hold on to it. Gives us a better chance to become Guppy. Yes, no lie there. But additionally, puts us into a situation where later in the game, if we use it, hoo boy, we stand to gain some serious benefits. So now we repeat the exact same process over here. Hopefully we don't have to do too much backtracking to get as many red hearts as we can. And hopefully it pays out a little earlier than the whole previous situation that we unfortunately found ourselves sucked into. And you don't want to... There we go. I'm trying to stay as close to full health as possible, but I don't really have control over the spawn rate, so... Just, I guess the way to do that is get yourself low and then pick up everything all at once. And then that's kind of hands off, but gets the job done. And, that's pretty good. So we'll play it. Hey, okay. Now that we've done this, we want to take the Sun card with us. God, I love Kane. I want to take the Sun card with us. And what trinkets? That's a really good question. I don't know the answer to that question right away. I'm thinking Maggie's Faith makes a lot of sense. We might not be able to use Maggie's Faith at all as the problem. So there's the Sun card. Do we have any other tarot cards over here that I could use? Just watch out for the tick. The Devil card. I'm gonna get rid of the Devil card. We're just getting rid of the cards to simplify the situation. Okay, almost walked over the tick. What about over here? Empress card. Goodbye. The Sun card. This is what we want. So what trinket? It's between Cancer, Maggie's Faith, and Mom's Pearl. You know what? And Pinky Eye. I think I'm going to take Mom's Pearl. For the extra Spirit Hearts. The reason I'm not going to take Maggie's Faith is because I can't see it right now, so it's embroiled somewhere else. And if we go permanent Spirit Hearts and we get Mom's Purse or something like that, then Maggie's Faith is going to be, then Mom's Pearl is going to be awesome to have. Did I say Mom's Pearl or Mom's Purse? I can't remember. But if we get Mom's Purse, Mom's Pearl will be awesome to have. Yeah, I mean, we're in a great situation here. That was a really, really long floor. And this is why I didn't take Maggie's Faith, because by taking Maggie's Faith, we would have gotten 1 HP upgrade, aka 3 Spirit Hearts. Do you think that Mom's Pearl is going to be worth more than 3 Spirit Hearts on this XL floor? I hope so. I'm not actually 100% sure, but I believe that it's definitely, plausible. So, that last floor, I don't even want to take inventory because it took so long that I don't even remember basically what we did. You can't really necessarily attribute that directly to taking Mom's Pearl, but I'm going to. There's one. The Fortune Teller, by the way, I can't bring myself to play it. If there's another arcade on this floor, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but for now... I don't know if I can bring myself to play just a single Fortune Teller. Mostly because we don't want to deal with that whole trinket situation, but the tarot cards obviously can be very useful. Sure. Should have taken Bloody Penny with me. We got another familiar in the form of Ghost Baby here, and yes, here comes the old song and dance. Of course there's a Fortune Teller here. So oh my god, it paid out on the first try. Unexpected. I don't even want to deal with your bullshit anymore. What is that, like 6 HP from Blood Bag so far? It's very nice. I'm very happy. We're only going to have 1 shop for the remainder of the game, which is kind of a sore spot for me, but hopefully it's the compass. We don't really need anything else to augment our spacebar item. We don't really want to take, Guppy's Paw with us to the very end of the game, but if we do, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. At this point, the sheer amount of Spirit Hearts that we can generate from Guppy's Paw is staggering. This has been a very, very comfortable run, and I understand that comes across as, like, me being like, wow, what an easy run. And it has been. There's 2, by the way. But it's also been a fun run. It's fun when everything works out. These are like, every time I go into these rooms, I'm like, here's the hypothetical best case scenario. And the game's like, yes, you asked for it, here it is. Thank you for that, Peeper's Eye. There's another Tears upgrade for us. Plus we're Kane, so all pills are good. We got a Tower card, wonderful. And the Unicorn Horn. Pretty bad. Without the ability to reroll it anyway. Could have used it on the Blood Bank, but it paid out on like the 2nd try anyway. And we have the Sun card. Like, the amount of advantages that we have in our life right now is just enormous. Well, just dodge in and out here. Luckily, we have the speed necessary to get away from these guys, as long as my brain sends the message in time. Plenty of keys, plenty of bombs, plenty of, like, judgments, blood banks, demon judgments, even if one of the demon judgments paid out with Lemon Mishap. And the other one paid out with Notched Axe. Still feeling pretty good about this. Now, of course, we could have a boss fight. Or we could go fight Mom. I don't think it's a good idea, though. Actually, taking the Fool card in might actually be a smart idea. But first things first, we're just going to fight the first boss here. And we'll take the Fool card into the Mom fight, and after we beat Mom, we will leave. Oh, that was stupid. I thought I would bait out the attack to the side, actually. So I'm getting my ass kicked. There we go. Finally, I actually wanted him to jump for once. Getting confused between, like, the eyes of the bloat and, Peeper's Eye. Which I guess is kind of the point, because the bloat is like a weird alternate version of Peep. Now we'll hang out over here. This is, gave us an opportunity to at least get some hits in the middle there. Yeah, kind of close. And I got hit because I'm bad. We might as well take the speed upgrade at this point. I don't see a reason why not to. It's the Sun card and the Fool card. Let's clear out the rest of the floor before we do this, like, Fool card nonsense. I've taken a lot of dumb damage on this floor, I'll admit. I'm playing a little sloppy. I think it's because the game has given me such amazing things that I don't feel like I have to play on my best form and I'll still be rewarded. That's a shitty attitude to have. Let's try to, get out of Paris Hilton mode, if you will. Oh, and there you go. Okay, a little bit more. Fair enough. Another key, we'll probably not need that, but if we end up, getting Guppy's tail, it'll be nice to have. The other reason I'm taking a lot of damage is because I'm just so fucking fast that I keep dodging into things by accident. Kind of disappointed that this happened, but it can't really drop anything useful for us. That's okay. We can drop a Spirit Heart. Okay, losing a lot of Spirit Hearts as is. Luckily, we'll be able to, you know, get 18 of them at the very least when I become Guppy. Or not when I become Guppy, hopefully we do, but I'll be able to get 18 of them when I use Guppy's Paw, I should say. And when do we use Guppy's Paw? Jury's a little bit out, but typically after the first phase of the womb, when you know that you're not going to get a deal with the devil that you want to trade HP for. You can still get Demon Judgments, but those are rare. Blood Banks, those are less valuable as you get later into the game. It's another Tears upgrade. I recognize it because it's like the only pill that's shown up so far. More keys? Sure, amazing. And you know what? Like, we're no slouch in the damage department either. That didn't get the Tinted Rock somehow. Yeah, like, we're doing fine from our tier standpoint, too. I've forgotten what items we picked up that have made us this strong from a tier standpoint, just because all of the other crazy shit that's happened on this run has been so outlandish. Again, I'm gonna blame that dodge on speed. It's okay, though. More keys. And our second item room. So, in theory, these are all the valuable rooms. We've already been to them, but we might as well explore that entire bottom half of the map, too. Spirit Heart. And the Ace of Spades is pretty good in its own right. Chocolate Milk is going to be avoidable. Yeah, the Ace of Spades is really good in its own right, but we're going to skip it. Because I think Mom's Pearl is still a little bit better. Maybe. The thing is, we don't want to take any cards down with us for the remainder of the game, because we already have the Sun card, which is going to be, you know, our late game ace in the hole. Although, I guess if we subsist, you see that? The dimes and nickels, man. If we subsist entirely on Spirit Hearts, as we probably will after the next floor, the Sun card doesn't really do anything but show us where the boss room is and function as like a weird little Necronomicon kind of ineffectively. So, maybe it would be best to try to get another card. But I don't think so. My, you know, muscle memory doesn't let me give up the Sun card right now. I will check out the Curse Room. It seems smart to me. The only thing that can make this run more hilarious at this point is if we actually manage to become Guppy, which is within the realm of possibility for sure. We'll lose half a Spirit Heart for coming in here. All right. Have a Spirit Heart and my morale. Not a mushroom. It's a type of feeling, type of sentiment, if you will. And we can still lose this run. This is a run that is very off the rails right now. In a good way. It's crazy. Look at even our shot speed is like nuts. And that's presumably a good pill. Health up? No, I found pills. It's not a bad pill. Okay. You held up your end of the bargain, Kane, I'll admit. And we will check out this room quickly. I was kind of hoping I could use that to kill one of the enemies, but hey, at least we got one bomb for our troubles. Truth be told, we probably won't take damage, so seems like a relatively good pickup. Although it is going to be kind of annoying to have to deal with this room, and I could lose some Spirit Hearts, but I'm not too nervous about those right now. It's just such a weird run. We've gotten so many familiars, so many blood banks have paid out for us. It's just unusual, you know? Unusual in a good way. We've had unusual in a bad way. Last run was kind of unusual in a bad way. This run is just unusual. Good unusual, though. And this is a very easy room when you have the Ouija board or any kind of spectral tears. And the ability to fly means we can just walk over here and pick up that key afterwards. Not like it's ever been a situation on this run where we've been short on consumables, but so be it. And again, Guppy's Paw is our ace in the hole here. But we are going to take the Fool card into the next fight. The Mom fight. Notched Axe is absolutely not worth it. This may allow us to get a deal with the devil. As long as we make sure to take the Sun card afterwards, I feel fine about this. But as mentioned, the Sun card may or may not actually be important for us anyway. But it'd still be nice to basically use it as a world card. There's nothing wrong with the world card when you don't have the compass. We have the map, but that only gives us an incomplete picture of the whole puzzle. So we're doing fine on this fight. It's one of the fights where we actually have to subsist on our own damage as opposed to just relying on the fact that we fire a lot of shots, and it's going quite well. Keep in mind we have had, we picked up meat, which is a bit of a damage upgrade, plus like 6 or 7 tears upgrades. So it's all going fine here. Very surprised I haven't taken damage on this fight given how quickly I move around, but we might be able to win it here. Nope. And, well, we will be able to win it there. If we get the coin purse, I think it'd be stupid not to at least try this. What do we have? 3 of these. 3 telepilses. Well, that means we don't have to worry about the Fool card, at least. And then we have one more pill. I don't know what that last one is. But we definitely want to take the Sun card down with us. A world card is better than a telepills anyway. And it's not a world card yet. It's only a world card after we use Guppy's Paw, which would currently put us at 20 Spirit Hearts. Which is very nice, obviously. No deal with the devil. Have to take the Polaroid. Now, what's this orange pill? We don't know. Balls of Steel. Okay. 22 Spirit Hearts now. Thank you, Mom's Pearl, for an enjoyable floor. Almost didn't take the Sun card there. Wouldn't have been the end of the world, but annoying nonetheless. And we do have the Polaroid. All right, Woompar 1. Ample deal with the devil opportunity. Become Guppy. Destroy the world. Let's make this happen. I still think we've got, you know, we're maybe at like an 80% chance to win anyway. That might be a little bit optimistic. We'll see, though. Certainly, we're in a much better position than we were in at this point on the last run. If for no other reason than our HP, we've got to be considered, you know, favored to win at this point. Again, could win some more Spirit Hearts, because Fortune Tellers as Kane are... They don't always pay out, but you never get a fortune. Which means you're extremely unlikely to not... Sorry, you're extremely unlikely to not get a payout. That's... The conjugation sounds weird. Trust me, the phrasing works. It's extremely likely you will get a payout. Like 90... I don't know if I'll say 95, but close. And I don't think we ever had a situation where we didn't get a payout in that last room. I was really hoping we get a Joker card there. So be it. 2 of clubs does take us up to 52 bombs. We'll never have to worry about bombs over the course of this run again, even if we get a bombs are key pill. Which I'm doubting, because we probably would have seen it in our rotation by now. And we have a curse room. I'm gonna visit it. Might as well. Yes, Ruka? Ruka? Curse room. Bombs. I was just checking to see, because I can't tell if it's because I have headphones in. It sounded like my cat was, like, trapped in a mine shaft. Miles away. This is the, you know, I try to act like a hotshot. I'm like, oh, I don't want to have kids because I'm living this, like, young adult lifestyle. No room for kids here. Certainly couldn't play video games if I had children. But really, I think one of the reasons I don't want to have kids is because I would just be worried sick. Every time my cats meow, I'm like, what is it? Who's dying? But they don't like that. They're just like, hey, what's up? Kids would be worse, man, because, like, you know, I could just go buy another cat. You can't just go buy another kid. You gotta go through a lot of hardship for that, right? A lot of fun stuff, too, I guess. At least a couple of things, but, yeah, I mean, I could go buy another cat right now. I'd be sad, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to sound callous. I would be heartbroken if my cats died. But you know, you're heartbroken for a while, and deservedly so, and it's very sad. You get over it. I had cats die before, dogs die before. Every time, oh, it was the best dog ever, it was the best cat ever, and then, you know, then you get a new best cat ever. And that's totally fine. With a kid, I don't think you'd ever really get over that. I'm not trying to bring up, like, some bad stuff for people here. I'm just saying, like, I feel like my anxiety would make it very difficult for me to to have a child and be comfortable with it. So we're on the Woompire 1 here. I just heard some scratching coming from the closet. So after this fight, I may actually, you know, get to the root of this Hardy Boys mystery here. It might take me like 30 seconds and I'll mute my microphone, just in case something awful has happened. Well, that's very easy. There's another Eternal Heart in here. So we've just gotten that HP. And the World card, which is effectively the Sun card. Oh, shit. Yo, So, I believe... We can't not do it, right? I have to at least give it a try. But it will end the streak because I'll be at such low amounts of HP. But the damage, think of the damage. Okay, let's have some fun. I don't think there's any best order to do this in. I think what we should do is... Okay, take Guppy's tail. Then, don't take 9 lives. Do this... Take 9 lives. Use Guppy's Paw. Okay, so we're still rolling in Spirit Hearts now. The absolute worst way to handle that situation... Might as well with the Sun card, right? The absolute worst way to handle that situation would have been to take 9 lives first. I'm just gonna make sure my cats are okay. I'll be back in a moment. It's been a long run. Everybody needs a break now and then. Hoop-a-doop-a-doop. 5 seconds. Everything's fine as usual. Bullshit, nothing going wrong. That's okay. Alright, so we don't need Guppy's Paw anymore, but there's nothing else we can replace it with. So I think this situation turned out fairly well. We got like the best of all worlds here. We're gonna become Guppy. I didn't want this. Pop it, get it out of my face. We're gonna become Guppy, but in addition, we still keep like all of our remaining health, or most of the remaining health that we would have had possible as a result of the Guppy's Paw interaction to begin with. So I feel like this is fine. We're gonna be at a little bit less with respect to our spirit hearts, but way more with respect to our damage. So I think it was worth it. And now, you know, up can only go up from here. Don't even want that bomb that badly. We'll take our tears upgrade, though. Was this worth going for? Yeah, we got a spirit heart out of it. That's nothing to sneeze at, really. And our rate of fire is such that I was really hoping to generate a fuck ton of flies, and that's exactly how this shit's gonna go down. We're not the strongest we've ever been. We're doing well, though. We're not even necessarily as strong as we were last run or 2 runs ago. But I had way less health as well, so that was the other thing there. And the flies, just on a fight like this, where we're fighting an enemy that doesn't have very much HP, this is wonderful. Oh my god, there's almost a car accident outside. I can't stress enough every time like something like this happens. I live in an area that's totally fine. It's like residential and nothing bad happens here. There's the biggest news story in like the past 5 years where I live was like a stabbing. I mean, that's pretty bad. I don't want to get stabbed. I'm just saying it doesn't happen on the regular. Just wanted to check out this room, see if there was anything special in it. There wasn't really. Just money. Money's not really special for us at this point. We've had 99 cents since the caves. And never got the quarter, which is funny, but anyway. Yeah, so when I hear, like, car accidents and, like, people outside screaming and stuff, it's alcohol, I guess. I mean, maybe not the car accident, but I hope those people are okay. I don't want to be the, like... I don't want to be the new, like, Kitty Genevieve's, like, example of bystander effect. But I don't hear any sirens or anything outside. Maybe that's bad, but it's just a screeching of brakes. No, like, shattering of metal or glass or anything like that. My cat meows. I look at it. Screeching of brakes, apparently not worth my time. But there's people outside, too. They'll sort it out. Anyway, we'll see if we can get the attack fly here. I think our odds of winning are borderline... oh, don't... I didn't want to do that. Wanted to get the attack fly. Odds of winning at this point, you know, borderline 100%. The permanent Polaroid invincibility helps us out so much. Kill the blue one last. Blue one last. No attack fly. Tears upgrade. Probably doesn't even work at this point. We have so many of them. And we'll see if this is indeed our boss room, and indeed it is. So, Mom's Heart. We are so much stronger than we were when we fought Mom. And we had a pretty easy fight against Mom. And to be honest with you, Mom's Heart may actually be easier. So I'm expecting a relatively comfortable run here. The amount of flies we're generating is just crazy. And see if those can actually take out Monstro quickly enough. Really surprised that he's survived even that long. Let's try this again. Let's get in and around here. Okay. Put this one down. And probably the next phase is going to be permanent bombs. So yeah, I expected Duke of Flies. And we're summoning such a continuous stream of flies that we might as well. If he's the Duke of Flies, we're like the fucking Fly Emperor, yo. Now, Sun card. How do we use it? We use it now. You never know if maybe on the next floor we find ourselves on a Curse of Darkness or something like that. So I want to use it now while I'm guaranteed that it'll still have an effect. And, you know, this is in many ways the more... I want to say dangerous, but it's a trickier, it's a more important floor than the chest in some ways. I think you're more likely to lose on the cathedral than you are to lose on the chest is what I'm trying to say, as a result of the chest having actual items on it. But I might be incorrect in that assumption. This did help me go in the right direction, though, where I may not have in the first place. And either way, I think it's definitely, you know, arguably the best way of handling that sun card in a situation like this. Fine, and golden chest becomes money. Now is a little bit of a moment of truth. We do have 1 cube of meat, which is slight protection from the enormous rate of fire that we're going to have to be dealing with here. We could do exactly what we did on the last fight, the last run, and just drop a fuck ton of bombs in here. And actually, that might be the best way to handle it, even with our damage. Is just like, you know, drop bombs like fucking crazy. It's not working out very well for me so far, let's admit. That was a pretty bad bomb right there, too. I've only taken 3 hits, though, which is not so bad. If we take 10 hits, we'll still have Spirit Hearts, theoretically, to back us up for the next floor. Not off the screen, but we'll have some. Oh, that's bad damage on mine. Definitely not off the screen, because now we are 100% on the fucking screen here. So, a little risky. Not like changing up how we use the Sun card would have helped us there, though. A little scary. Let's see what we got. Game Kid. Yeah, okay. Polyphemus. Really helps out for our flies. And, yeah, okay, you know what? Skinny Odd Mushroom is what it is. It helps us fire more quickly when we also have Polyphemus working with us, so just wanted to check out what we've got in here. And maybe down here, now that we know that that room is not going to lead to the boss, we don't have to necessarily fight in it if we don't want to. Be cool here. And because of our Tears upgrades, we're firing super quickly with Polyphemus, and our flies are doing a ton of damage. Alright, this Gertie is going to be an example that we are going to make, and it worked out quite nicely, I would say. No Spirit Hearts still, so we're in a bit of a rocky situation that way. We're going to check out the bottom lair here. I'm going to go to town on Pestilence. Did you see how quickly we killed Pestilence there? Once we actually committed to it? I like it. Alright, War suffered a very similar fate. This is one of the reasons I hate Spectral Tears sometimes. Take our time here. Brother Bobby and Sister Maggie, thank you. Alright, this Gertie's going to be made an example of as well. Spirit Hearts. No. Little Chad. I didn't mean to pick that up. That's not good. Alright, we actually made it out of there, much to my surprise. And there we go. We can sneak around that room. Might not want to sneak around it. It might have something good in it. Well, we can check, can't we? Could be worth it, but I'm just gonna... Whoa, okay. Still have to fight these guys. If I'd known I'd have to fight these guys upon coming back, I may have actually fought that 2 easy bosses instead, but so be it. A little scary there. We got some bombs back. I think Polyphemus has basically guaranteed us a win. And I know that I've talked about, oh, we're at like 100% odds to win before, and we've kind of had our confidence shaken a little bit as a result of the fact that, you know, oh, I can see my Spirit Hearts now. That doesn't necessarily change things that much, the fact that we can see our Spirit Hearts. I mean, it's not nice, it's not a comforting feeling. It's comforting knowing you have more health than, you know, the universe can possibly take away from you. That being said, we still have more than enough health to do well, and that's great right there, too. But keep in mind that we did pick up Polyphemus and Skinny Odd Mushroom, both of which I think will provide me with some incredible benefit on this Isaac fight. You know what this is? It's a new pill. I thank God it wasn't an HP upgrade. That could have been really bad, actually. Don't even want that Eternal Heart, just in case it fucks with permanent Polaroid invincibility. I know for a fact from experience that it doesn't actually count as like an actual hit. Like it won't absorb a hit. So, truth be told, probably should have taken Game Kid into this fight instead of Guppy's Paw. Oh well. We've won. I mean, I'm just looking at the numbers here as we're hitting these enemies, or hitting Blue Baby, I should say, and we've won again. It was a very comfortable run. We had an exceptional run of luck. I can't deny that, of course. As always, thanks for watching. The streak continues. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, apologies for that weird little sound there, and I'll see you next time.